Infinite banking is not for everyone. Is it IBC right for you? I must admit, when I first learned about infinite banking, and especially when my wife unhesitatingly jumped on the bandwagon, I was convinced that infinite banking was something everyone should be practicing. But is it? Is it right for you? Really, only you can make that decision. So let's examine the reasons that I've heard from some people that they believe are reasons not to get involved with infinite banking. Aloha. I'm Stan Cox, principal broker and strategist with SC Finance Strategies and Insurance Consultants. I'm also the managing director of the Hawaii Financial Freethinkers Academy, which is a nonprofit financial literacy education organization. I'm also the author of the books on the tax-free cash growth warehouse strategy. And since about 2014, I've specialized in and focused on the infinite banking tax-free cash growth warehouse strategy. And I'm on a mission to help as many people as I can with this most powerful finance strategy in history. So then, why? If it really is so great and powerful, does anyone think it's not right for them? Well, the first reason is simply because most people haven't even heard about infinite banking. And many of those who have heard the term infinite banking heard it from some internet finance guru who, with ulterior motives and a clear lack of knowledge about infinite banking, or just plain dishonesty, has claimed that infinite banking was a scam or just a sales tactic for insurance agents to make huge commissions. Well, what about that? First, infinite banking is not any kind of scam. The term infinite banking has only been around since the early 1990s, but the basic strategy has been used for about 200 years in America. J.C. Penney, Walt Disney, Ray Kroc, and going back further, the Rockefellers, Vanderbilts, Carnegies, and more recent financial giants such as the Kennedys, Gates, and Buffetts have and do incorporate infinite banking with their finance strategies. So in no way is infinite banking any kind of scam. Second, as for being just a sales scheme for agents to reap huge commissions, well, except for some agents who have no scruples or integrity and are not representing infinite banking, but are simply taking advantage of the lack of knowledge on the part of their unsuspecting clients, a proper infinite banking policy design will provide the exact opposite of huge commissions. A properly designed infinite banking account will cut the agent's commission by around 70%. So then, from the names you dropped a minute ago, I then assume that infinite banking is only for the very wealthy and is not for those of more modest income, correct? You would then be making a wrong assumption. Yes, many of the very wealthy do in fact utilize infinite banking, but coming from the standpoint of one with a very modest income and having helped many others with similarly modest incomes, I can assure you that infinite banking is a terrific help for those of us who are not wealthy. In fact, from my personal experience, I can tell you that practicing the infinite banking tax-free cash growth warehouse strategy has had the effect of doubling the power of our income. It has enabled us to create an emergency fund and grow our savings to where we've been able to actually pay cash for our new car, take vacations, pay off credit accounts much faster than by any other means. And all that growth is tax-free. And the use of those funds is also tax-free and even provides a tax deduction. But infinite banking is hard to understand. I've read Becoming Your Own Banker, and it sounds good, but it doesn't explain how it works. And it just makes me wonder, what's the catch? I understand that most of the books on infinite banking don't really explain how it works within the framework of life insurance cash value. The only kind of life insurance that works properly for infinite banking, and the very specific way the policy needs to be designed for the greatest benefit to the client owner. But the strategy itself is really very simple. The thing that makes it difficult for most people to understand is that it is so different from all the other finance models available. And the things that are standard with infinite banking just aren't even available with other finance vehicles. For instance, no other savings account is protected as the cash value of life insurance is. No other savings account that is guaranteed safe from losses offers anything close to the high compounding interest rates that whole life insurance with the mutual companies do. No other finance vehicle offers tax-free interest and allows liquid access to the funds without taxation. And while some accounts do allow for loans to be taken from them, which stops the interest earning on the amount borrowed, no other loans offer the complete flexibility of repayment as do the leveraged loans against the cash value of whole life insurance. Additionally, taking a leveraged loan on your life insurance doesn't stop your cash value from earning interest, not even on the portion that is leveraged, if your account is with the right company. Yeah, well, all that sounds great. In fact, it sounds too good to be true. But even if all that is true, as you say, whole life insurance is expensive, man. Yeah, well, because it sounds too good to be true, based on what everybody has been led to believe by Wall Street and big finance. That's why it seems hard to understand. But again, these fantastic advantages are true, and the strategy is as simple as creating the account with a properly designed whole life policy, making regular deposits into it by way of premiums, and then when you want to use the money, you simply take a policy loan. It's as simple as that. And the beauty of the policy loans is that you determine when and how much you will pay the loan back. And meanwhile, your cash value continues to grow tax-free, and any interest charged on your loan may well become a tax deduction. And as for whole life insurance being expensive, here's the truth about that, and especially in relation to infinite banking. Let me relate a real life story here. My wife and I have had our whole life infinite banking policies for about 10 years. I've been paying about $400 a month for my $150,000 policy the whole time. I have a close friend who bought a term policy 18 years ago. He's been paying $195 a month for his $250,000 policy all that time. His policy expires in another year and a half. If he wants to renew his $250,000 policy when the current one expires, he will have to pay in premium $8,000 per month for 1 year. Then if he wants to renew again the next year, who knows how much it'll cost. My policy will never increase in premium. It'll still be $400 a month next year and the following years until I'm 100 years old. And guess what? The $150,000 policy I bought is now a $215,000 policy. My premium is the same as when I started it and will never increase. Meanwhile, the death benefit will continue to grow, as will the cash value. And I have a bunch of cash value available to use whenever I want. And if I should cancel my policy for any reason, all the cash value in it comes to me. My poor friend, who will have paid nearly $47,000 into his term policy over the 20-year term, will get zero money back at the termination of the policy. Then, as I said, if he were to renew the policy, it would cost him $96,000 for the next year. And after that, it'll go up again. So he's a few years older than I am, but you get the point. Term is way more costly and way less valuable than a good whole life policy. And here's the kicker. My policy that is continuing to grow in death benefit as well as cash value has been virtually free to me for the last 3 years and will continue to be free going forward, in that every dollar I deposit in premium is going into my cash value plus the high compounding tax-free interest it earns. Well, but what if I'm well off and don't need all that finance strategies your tax-free cash grow warehouse provides? Well, then, good for you. But I'm guessing it's not a need situation for the Gates, Buffetts, and Rockefellers of the world either. But it is smart, or as we say here in Hawaii, akamai, to take advantage of the high compounding tax-free interest, the guaranteed safety and protection that infinite banking accounts provide. On top of that, there's the unrestricted liquid access, tax-free access without interrupting the interest, along with the flexible repayment and basically free life insurance that guarantees tax-free income for your beneficiaries when you die. I hope this has been informative, helpful, and at least a little entertaining. Please click the like button for this video, subscribe to this channel, and post your questions and comments here. The links to our website, to buy my books, to book a free no obligation discovery call with me, and the application to become a client are all in the description box below. We're here to help, and we look forward to helping you. For now, aloha and mahalo for watching.